This is Bro's Top 11 with 11 most haunted places in Britain. Hampton Court Palace, London, is over 500 years old and full to the rafters of blood-curdling history. Two of the ghosts that visitors have seen there were of King Henry VIII's wives. Catherine Howard has been seen dressed in white, shrieking while walking the halls. Jane Seymour, another of Henry's wives, has been seen in the courtyard walking with a candle. The ancient Ram's Inn has been calling itself the most haunted house in Britain for a long time. It's hard to dispute this title when you hear about the pub's gory history, from murders to burning of witches and other gruesome deaths that's happened there. The Tower of London has been described as the most haunted building in Britain. Wakefield Tower is thought to be haunted by the ghost of Henry VI, and on his anniversary of his death, his ghostly figure is said to be pacing around the Wakefield Tower until the clock strikes midnight. Chillingham Castle, Northumberland. Chillingham Castle dates well back into the 12th century and has its fair share of ghostly tales and occurrences. The castle had a record of 8 executions, and the ghosts of the executed are thought to still haunt the castle today. Penley Hill was home to possibly the most well-known witch trial in English history. In 1612, 12 people were accused of murder of 10 people by witchcraft. 10 of the people were found guilty and hanged. You can even take tours around this area. The Coach and Horses Inn is based in Devon. This 13th century inn is rife with ghostly happenings. At one point, this inn was used as a courtroom, with a hook to hang the guilty criminals, and the criminals can be sometimes seen swinging by the neck, and a ghostly lady in black has been seen floating through the corridors. The Royal Castle Hotel, a 17th century inn with plenty of paranormal activity. At midnight, guests have heard horses' hooves against the cobblestone floor and a carriage door being closed. Once silence has befallen the hotel, all that is left is the crack of a whip and the chime of a clock, and the phantom coach departs. Broadley Rectory was a Victorian mansion in the pretty village of Broadley, Essex. It was destroyed in a fire in 1939. The first indication that something paranormal was happening at the house was footsteps in the dead of night in 1860s. The ghost of a nun, 2 headless horsemen, a phantom carriage, and the phantom ringing of the servants' bells are just some of the paranormal incidents reported at Broadley. Clifton Hall, a mansion built by the Clifton family in the 13th century. With such a varied history, it is not surprising that Clifton Hall has more than one spiriting residence. It is common for people to hear knocking on the walls and doors shutting of their own accord. The Old Trip to Jerusalem pub is said to have been built in 1189 and is reportedly the oldest pub in England. Staff have heard sounds of glass breaking in the bar, but when they've gone to get a brush and dustpan to clear it up, they simply cannot find any signs of glass. A whiff of perfume will occasionally fill the air. Staff have said it's an old-fashioned scent, like lavender or rosewater. Goona Castle is said to be haunted by Roger Mortimer and his lover, Queen Isabel. Visitors report hearing his restless spirit pace around the cell he was imprisoned in. Queen Isabel can be heard screaming within the castle walls. If you see her, you have good reason to be very afraid since it says she'll only show herself to those who are destined to die before the year is out. Thank you for watching Bro's Top 11 Most Haunted Places in Britain. Hope you liked this video, and if you did, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and hit the notification bell.